Coming up, my top 3 from this video. Let's see where I rank them. Welcome to KDX Bricks Analytics, where I watch all the Lego investing and reselling videos so that you don't have to. So let's jump right into it. For this next installment on my channel, I watched all of the Lego investing and reselling videos that were posted on YouTube between August 1st and August 15th, 2022. And that was 22 total videos across 4 channels. And during that 2-week period, we got 68 additional Lego set mentions. So I'm actually going to split this into 2 videos because of the 68 mentions. So in this video, I'm going to talk about everything on the top part of this table all the way down to Santa's sleigh. And then I will also talk about the cumulative table and the Lego sets that got a change. So this will be the bulk of this 2-week time period, but I will come back and do a second video that just highlights some of these other sets that got, good mentions, enthusiasm scores of 2 generally, but not too many mentions. So we'll split this into 2 videos, but this is the primary information that you all are looking for. So let's jump right into it. First set is 40496, Voldemort, Nagini, and Bellatrix Brickheadz. 4 mentions during this 2-week time period. So this set continues to be very, very popular. All 4 mentions received an enthusiasm score of 3. It's a licensed Brickheadz set multi-pack. If history tells us anything about the future, this set will do very, very well. Oh, and don't forget, my videos are for entertainment purposes only. I do not provide financial advice. You got to get that from somebody else. Next set is 92176, NASA Apollo Saturn V. This is the second version of this set, as we all know. So it's been on the shelves a very long time, but 2 more mentions, an enthusiasm score of 3. It's NASA. It's awesome. It's the original Apollo and moon missions. And so this set, even though everybody has it and many, many copies have been sold, this set will still do very, very well. Might be a long hold time, but it'll do very, very well in retirement. And then another space set, 10283, NASA Space Shuttle. This one has not been out very long, so similar to the Saturn V rocket, it will be somewhat dependent on its shelf life in terms of your strategy for investing in the set. But $200, high-ish on the price point, but still excellent for what you're getting. And it comes with the Hubble Space Telescope, which fits right inside of the shuttle itself. So this is an absolutely fantastic set. And again, the whole time is a little bit of a mystery just because it's newer. We don't know how long it'll be on the shelves, but this set will do very, very well. And then next up is my first Duplo set that I've come across, Santa's Gingerbread House, 10976, 1 mention, score of 3. Don't immediately discount Duplo sets. Some of them have done very well on the secondary market, and this one is Christmas themed, so it should have a pretty good shot. Of course, all prints and all fun looking pieces for the 2-year-old age range. And so this one I think is worth keeping an eye on. Next up, Taj Mahal from the architecture series. This one is a mystery. Architecture sets historically do pretty well. The original Taj Mahal in 2008 retailed for $300. It's going for over $1,000 today. But the 2017 Taj Mahal went for $370, and it's only around $400, $450 today. But both of those sets were pretty large. So the 2017 copy was kind of a duplicate of the 2008. This one is smaller at $120, so pretty good price point. Very, very intricate details. So I think this one will actually do pretty well, but we have to wait and see how long it's going to be on the shelves. Now on to Spider-Man set. So Spider-Man versus Venom and Iron Venom. So this is one of those minifigure packs at $15. Historically, they do very well, even though it's a lower price point. 2 out of the 4 minifigures are exclusive. And on top of that, Spider-Man has the arm printing, which is relatively new, and the Iron Venom minifigure is just super cool looking. So I think this set will do very, very well. 1 mention with a score of 3. Another Brickheadz, Demogorgon and 11. Talked about this a number of times in the past, should do extremely well. Not many Stranger Things sets yet, and that show continues to be very popular and continues to get more seasons, so should do very well. Now on to Star Wars minifigure packs, $15, Defense of Hoth. Following along on the table on the screen, also a score of 3 with 1 mention. I think this one will do pretty well. One thing to point out is it comes with like 8 or 9 blasters, which do have a little bit of value because they're used as the tripod supports for the larger cannons. But I don't think it'll do as well as this one. I just don't think it's as massable as this set. Now on to 75302 Imperial Shuttle. Not my favorite. This one looks a little disjointed and it's smaller, which I think makes it hard to make a shuttle that looks pretty good. Nothing special about the minifigures, so we'll see. Next up, 75372. Luke Skywalker Red 5 helmet. I love this set. We'll see how long it's on the shelves. but this will go very well with all of the other helmet and statue type sets. This one's good because it stands out. It's got a different color scheme than most of them, a lot of bright colors, good prints. Unlike the Batman cowl, the chin strap is very good, and a lot of people complained about the goggles visor area. It's not perfect, but it's easily identifiable, recognizable, so this set will do very well in the long run. 75336 Inquisitor Transport Scythe, absolutely one of my favorites. All 4 minifigures are exclusive and outstanding. Ben Kenobi in the orange hair with the bluish torso is amazing, and of course the Star Wars ship itself is fantastic. Batman versus the Joker, I don't like this set at all. It did get 1 mention with an enthusiasm score of 3. To me, there's nothing special and it's a little chunky. 76188 Batman Classic TV Series Batmobile, another mention for this set, so continues to be very, very popular, an absolute winner. Brickheadz Buzz Lightyear, another 2 mentions for this set. As I reported in one of my previous videos, Tim Allen is coming back for Toy Story 5, and I know that the Lightyear movie wasn't very popular, but Tim Allen coming back will make this do very, very well. Another helmet that I haven't talked about yet, the Star Wars Scout Trooper helmet. And this one is not particularly popular, but I really like this one. I like it mostly because, yeah, maybe it's not perfectly accurate to the source material, but when you look at it, you know exactly what it is. And it's on the cheaper side, it's on the smaller side. I think this will be a good long-term investment. 21321, Lego Ideas International Space Station, $70, perfect price point, absolute winner. This set, NASA, always do well. It's amazing. One of my favorite Brickheadz right now, Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote. These 2 characters were just made to be built and designed in a Brickheadz set. Of course, Roadrunner looks fantastic, but don't discount Coyote. That little face of all that expression of putting every ounce of thought and energy into Roadrunner, but ultimately knowing that he's never going to get Roadrunner is just captured so perfectly in this set. Another NASA 10266. Again, following along on the table on the screen, it got 1 mention with an enthusiasm score of 2. $100 price point. This set is 100% a winner. The most iconic vehicle and event in space travel history. 21324 123 Sesame Street. Absolutely fantastic. Talked about it before. The minifigures are great, and the scene will very unlikely be made again anytime soon. And then lastly to talk about from this table is the Reindeer Battle Pack Santa's Sleigh. And $40 price point, Christmas, absolute winner, especially because the faces on those reindeer just look really good. I mean, you know exactly what they are. A lot of expression, but the eyes, the nose, the antlers, and of course the patch of chest hair just looks great. Now jumping to our cumulative table from July 1st to August 15th, 2022, we're up to 51 videos, over 9 channels, and 222 Lego set mentions. So I'm starting to get the database built here so we can start to track some trends and do some actual analytics on the data that I'm collecting from all of these Lego investing and reselling videos that I'm watching on YouTube. So like the July 1st and July 30th video, I will only highlight the sets that had a change of note, and they have the light yellow highlight on the table. So first off is, of course, the top set on the table. It's been in this position for a while now, or since the beginning. 76188 Batman Classic TV Series Batmobile got its 4th mention. Demogorgon in 11 got its 2nd mention, still an E-score of 3. As I just said, one of my favorite sets, 75336, 2nd mention with an E-score of 3. Now scrolling down the table, so bunch of these have E-scores of 3, but now scrolling down to the next chunk with changes, Brickheadz 40496, Voldemort, Nagini, and Bellatrix, up to 6 mentions. So that one is showing high popularity. Buzz Lightyear up to 4 mentions. Both of these sets are still at a 2.8 E-score. 92176, the Saturn V, got 2 mentions this time period, so up to 3 total. And now with an E-score of 2.6, so the Attack on the Burrow dropped a little bit, but to me, anything, really anything 2 or higher is a set to really consider for investing and reselling. But as I've said before, most of the sets that are getting mentioned in these videos that I'm watching are probably worth at least some sort of look and research. I can't imagine that most people are going to invest in all of them, but it's the ones that you want to pick that are best for your most interest. So back to Attack on the Burrow, 5 mentions total at this point. Now, this one I haven't talked about yet because it's in the lower half of the table from August 1st to August 15th, so I'll highlight these in my next video, just too many to go over, but the Batwing got another mention, up to 4. The Mandalorian Starfighter 75316 got its 2nd mention, and the E-score is 2.5. International Space Station, definitely one to look at, got 2 more mentions, total of 5. Great set. On to Hogwarts First Flying Lesson. Held steady at a 2.3 E-score, but got its 4th mention. 123 Sesame Street dropped a little bit on the E-score, probably not anything to worry about, but got its 3rd mention. Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote, 2 more mentions. The Boba Fett helmet got its 2nd mention with an E-score of 2. This one is still one that I'm confident in, but it'll be interesting to see how it goes because it's been on the shelves for so long, but it was one of the first original 3 in the Star Wars helmet series. So probably a long hold time, but still should do very well in the long run. One more mention for the Darth Vader meditation chamber. Again, follow along on the table. And a 2nd mention for the Darth Vader helmet. And likewise with the ATTE Walker with, of course, the Commander Cody minifigure, and this one just came out. I'm sure it'll do very well. It looks amazing. And then scrolling all the way down on the table, lastly is the Brickheadz Mandalorian and Child. Got its 2nd mention. Probably makes us all laugh because this set is everywhere for very cheap, but I'm sure people are still scooping it up because it's Mandalorian. Long hold time, but it should do, I think, well enough someday in the future. And now my top 3 from everything we discussed in this video. Number 3, Demogorgon and 11. Demogorgon's face or mouth or whatever we want to call that is still the selling point. Of course, it's licensed Brickheadz, which always do very well, and it's only the 2nd Stranger Things Lego set from an extremely popular TV show that is still producing seasons. 2nd place, the Batman Classic TV series Batmobile, still a very good winner. Great exclusive minifigures, great vehicle, great display with the stand and the plaque. And then my number 1 favorite set from this video is the Apollo 11 lunar lander. So iconic, and it is built so realistically compared to the real thing, and it's got all those drum lacquered gold pieces on it and a couple of nice minifigures, and it's at that perfect price point of $100. And therefore, that's my number 1. So that's a wrap on this video. I will see you in the next one.